We want to thank you first for honoring our invitation to this special event, the Social Good Summit 2019. So I invite all students to listen carefully and then to actively participate in this discussion.
Mount Kenya University in Rwanda is honored to co-host this UNDP Social Good Summit 2019. The UNDP rightly reminds us collectively that climate change is one of the top issues of our time. We are informed by scientists and experts that there is no country in the world that is not experiencing the drastic effects of climate change. In this regard, I want to commend both the government of the Republic of Rwanda and the UNDP for prioritizing climate change awareness and action, particularly among the young people and the academia.
It is my pleasure to join the Vice Chancellor in welcoming you to this Social Good Summit 2019. I think you've seen the title, We Only Have One Planet. We'll rally to save it. Now the question I want to ask, especially the student, if everything you see on the news, in the television, in the newspaper, if everything is true and we have a crisis and we're destroying our planet, why are we not doing something to stop it?
I think a lot of us will not understand the effects of climate change until it happens to us. As the things that have been happening in the Amazon forest, as Africans here, we are not there. We don't feel the fire, we don't feel the smoke. So until the damage unfortunately comes to us, we can't really understand what other people are going through, and we can't help in saving the planet and the environment and such.
Brilliant. When we perceive that things are far away, it doesn't immediately concern us, whether it's the Amazon forest or the glaciers that none of us has ever seen. We don't feel the immediacy of it. It's not impacting on us. So when we leave our light switches on, we don't see the sea level rising in the Pacific. When we keep our engines running in the cars, we don't see the potential impact on the farmers in our communities and so on. The third factor is many of us don't believe in the power of individual action. So people often do not take action because they don't believe that what they can do as individuals will make much of a difference. When we take action, we set examples for our brothers, our sisters, our friends at school, our colleagues at the office. I want you to take action today.
Yes, we're saying that something's happening in Brazil, something's happening in Indonesia, something's happening in DR Congo, but here also in Rwanda, we are facing disasters because of the climate change. We lost about 209 billion Rwandan francs in what happened in 2018, which is 7.3% of our Rwanda government budget. As the Vice Chancellor said, since 1970, Rwanda is experiencing an average temperature increase of 1.4%. And what we want in our policies is to keep the rise to not more than 1.5 degrees. So this requires really everyone's efforts. I really thank UNDP because this summit, Social Good Summit 2019, is held here at Mount Kenya University. The young people, as we used to say, you are urubyiruko n'imbaraga z'igihugu kandi zubaka. So that's why I appreciate a lot what UNDP is doing in universities to make sure that you young people whom Rwanda is expecting to see solutions to climate change, so you are the targeted population. So please, let's go to action.
I would like to welcome everyone to this panel, and as Arara mentioned, we want everyone to get out of this room having clear actions that we are going to take together to ensure that we save our planet. What are the clear plans of the government of Rwanda to fight climate change?
Try to put some policies in place. I can mention environment and climate change policy, forest policies, water resources policy, and the related legal framework. We have a green growth and climate resilience strategy in place with a clear 14 program of actions. But who implements the actions is all of us from different institutions, different ministries, and including you in this room.
The importance of stepping out of your comfort zone and approaching people and networking, and the importance of putting yourself out, for example, for an internship or volunteering. I personally am really looking to the youth, not to put too much pressure on you, but you are really the future. Many of us in senior positions, you can see we're trying, but we are in a mess right now, and we need help solving that. So this is really a call for youth with your fresh ideas and your new way of looking at things to challenge people in more senior positions so that we can do the right thing.
If you want to see an achievement, put yourself in a position that you're acting toward that achievement. And please don't wait for someone else coming to be like, hey, put yourself here to do this. Just be in the position to make things happen.
We are bringing sustainable and appropriate technologies for proper management of e-waste, electronic waste. E-waste stands for end-of-life electronics. Rwanda private sector is playing a key role in fighting climate change. We have seen a lot of initiative, including recycling, including promotion of renewable energy. We have many companies, solar companies, that are trying to provide environmental friendly energy. We have seen companies that are investing in smart agriculture and so on. So I can say that that private sector is really playing a role.
I'm really inspired by persons like Grace Ineza here. The future is not something we wait on to happen. We design it, we create it now with each action that we take today. We started some of these things 4 years ago. We had a Green in the Blue committee in UNDP. That didn't need an email from my headquarters. It was just the right thing for us to do, and we started doing this years ago, and we're going to intensify what we're doing. And it's the same message I just want to echo to the students here. Don't find yourself spending your life talking about political will and political commitment. It starts at a personal level. You have to create the future you want for yourself, but also for the planet.